I want to do a blog about pregnancy so far. I am currently 32 weeks. I'll be 33 weeks tomorrow. And I'm going to do a 33-week update based on what I hear from the doctor as far as my weight and the baby's weight and everything goes. But up until this point, I have been pregnant. I just haven't been vlogging. So in the first trimester, I gained about 5 pounds. I had crazy lower back pain at about 6 to 10 weeks, to the point where I had to buy a new mattress, which is here, that I'm on it right now, and buy a body pillow, which is this. It's not like a pregnancy specific one, it's just a regular body pillow from Target, and I got a blue fuzzy cover for it. But yeah, I sleep with it. I sleep on my side with it between my knees and my feet, and like really pink now. Anyway, between my knees and my feet, and slightly under my belly, now that I'm bigger. I also grab it. I like squeeze it like a teddy bear. But yeah, that was really, really crazy because everybody says that you don't have back pain until you're further along, but I so totally did. I had pretty intense mood swings, which I feel like kind of leveled out by the second trimester, but they're back in the third. My appetite was definitely increased. I didn't have any morning sickness at all. I vomited twice, maybe 4 or 5 bouts of nausea, but that's it in the entire first, second, and third trimester. I didn't vomit ever again. That was the end of it. I craved limes and lemons. Whenever we would go out to eat, I would ask for a little, like a little thing of limes on the side, and I would just eat them. It's weird. I definitely had cramping. They felt just like menstrual cramps to me. A lot of people say that they can tell the difference, or that there's a big difference between menstrual cramping and pregnant cramping. I could not tell. I got vertigo a couple of times, which I've had vertigo in the past, but this vertigo was specifically when my blood sugar would drop. When I didn't eat, I would get vertigo. And vertigo is very different from dizziness. I wasn't dizzy. My hearing would feel like somebody was plugging my ears, and it would feel like my surroundings were moving in a way that they were not. So like, whether it be that like they were tilted like this, or tilting like this, or spinning, or just like going like that when they weren't, that's the sensation that it is, and it's also very nauseating. Oh, and also, the awkward belly stage lasts a long time. It feels like forever. I had the awkward belly pretty much the whole first trimester, maybe a few weeks into the second, and I wore this awful maternity sweater that I bought every single day, and I'm pretty sure most of my coworkers just thought I was letting myself go because I was wearing this ugly sweater and looking really tired and being really crazy all the time. I felt very ugly. Yeah, and I have that as a note. Overall, I felt and looked like utter crap. In the second trimester, I got my energy back. I didn't have to take naps at work anymore, which was good, because that was a mess. I had decreased appetite in the second trimester with like spikes. I would be ravenously hungry for one meal or one day, and then the next day I would not want to eat anything. Like nothing at all sounded good, and I wasn't even hungry. One thing that I feel like I should highlight is that I had somebody tell me in my second trimester that in my that when I first got pregnant, they thought that I was mad at them, and they took it personally the way that I was acting, and I didn't even realize I had done anything. But when I look back on it, I was a little more cold, a little more cranky, obviously. But the coldness, I feel like, is a result of the fact that I was wrapping my brain around the idea that I'm going to be a mother and have a child. I still don't have my brain around that, but when it was new to me, I feel like, yeah, I was really preoccupied, you know, and it wasn't personal to anyone, but I feel like maybe a lot of people took it that way without me even realizing. 'Cause maybe I just don't have any social skills or something, but I had a lot of people like pull away from me, and I didn't realize that they were doing it, and I didn't realize that it was because of the way that I was acting, but apparently it was, and I apologized to that person. I was like, no, I'm just pregnant, I'm pregnant with my first baby. I'm preoccupied. Overall, pretty uneventful second trimester. I loved my belly growing. That's the best part of the second trimester, is that your belly grows and becomes an unmistakable pregnant belly. So far I'm only 32 weeks. Oh, and in my second trimester I gained 10 pounds, 10 additional pounds. So going into my third trimester I'd gained 15 pounds overall. I'm 32 weeks right now, and I've gained 10 pounds in my third trimester, which is a lot to gain in such a short amount of time, and I'm trying to eat more healthy. I was having ice cream every night for a while, and I'm not doing that anymore because that's a bad thing to do. Apparently, I mean, I gained 10 pounds in not a very long time. I have insane Braxton Hicks contractions, and I've been having them since about 26 weeks. At this point, for the past couple of weeks, every time we go to the supermarket, I have to get in one of those motorized cart things, because if I try to walk around the whole supermarket, I will get contractions and not be able to do it. And it's very frustrating and very upsetting, but there's like nothing I can do about it. Nothing at all. I drink water. I relax. It's just, if I walk, I will get Braxton Hicks contractions. And that's the worst thing that I've had in pregnancy so far, is the fatigue and the contractions. My appetite is still all over the place from the second trimester. Like, one minute I'll be like so hungry I could eat an entire pot of mashed potatoes, and the next minute I'm like, get everything away. I'm not hungry at all. I did not expect to be anxious or have anxiety, but I actually had an anxiety attack in my second trimester, and I had never had one before or ever had anxiety before, so it was a really horrifying experience. It comes and goes. I just have like anxiety, waves of anxiety that I can't really pinpoint the reason. Sometimes I can, but sometimes it's just like, I'm just anxious. I don't know what to do, you know? It's terrible. Really terrible. We have our baby shower next weekend, so I know that someone has bought the glider and the changing pad, and that's pretty much all we need for the nursery. So I'm super excited about that. The baby is moving so much right now, and baby movements actually make me anxious too. I don't know why, and I feel like I'm gonna be a bad mother because the baby movements make me anxious. Anyway, that's my pregnancy so far, and if you have any questions at all, just please feel free to ask me, and I will do my best to give you an answer in a timely fashion. My next video should be my 33-week update. So yes, I will see you then. They push my belly up. Oh, the baby just moved.